suspect appears to have taken hostages.
Right, Sarge, and they're all teenagers?
Confirmed. Now listen, the dog squad, the chopper and the SWAT team are all on their way. So leave the heavy stuff to them.
How dangerous is this guy?
Seems to be living in some sort of fantasy world. Reckons he's from a family of German aristocrats. Calls himself the Baron.
When times get tough, people can do crazy things. In this case, though, it looked like the Baron had completely cracked. The last we'd heard was that the Baron was really enjoying himself at the youth camp. He was even given the chance to take on increased responsibility.
Baron, I'm giving you the chance to take on increased responsibility.
As usual, the Baron was more than ready for the challenge.
I'm more than ready for the challenge, Alan.
Excellent. All the landmarks necessary to find the destination point are clearly marked on the map.
I see them clearly.
But just in case you get lost...
Getting lost will simply not happen, Alan, I can assure you.
But just in case, there are several marked tracks in the navigation area. All you need is to make sure you take the right one.
And the right one is?
Stringy Bark Track.
Huh?
If you give me your phone, I'll store the name so you won't forget it.
Be my guest. It's bad enough that I have to wear you without you itching as well.
Of course, you won't reveal the name of the track to your navigation group. You still with me, Baron?
Of course. I won't even reveal the name of the track to myself, Alan.
The point of the exercise is to navigate by observing natural features.
Exactly the kind of hiking I like.
Ah! Morning all. We all set to go?
Yeah.
You got your list of landmarks? Baron von Hasenberg is your team leader today.
Please, no need to be formal. Just plain old Baron will be fine.
I'll leave you in his capable hands. And good luck.
So, push navigation team. On what?
If the Baron was going to crack up, then there were definitely no signs of it. In fact, he looked as happy as he'd ever been. Unfortunately, the same couldn't be said about yours truly.
Do rats and mice turn your dreams into nightmares? Then call Roger, the rodent man. Now that's what I call service. Roger, the rodent man. He really can make your dreams come true.
Tell me this isn't true, guys, please.
Sorry, Sam, but it is. And it's playing all over the TV.
But that's our song.
No. It's Roger the Rodent Man's now.
You said that Philly B promised he wouldn't do this anymore.
Well, obviously he lied.
Well, it's time to get a good lawyer.
You can't even afford a bad lawyer. It wouldn't make a difference anyway. Remember, we signed contracts?
Philly B now owns the rights to all of our music.
On our left, just up ahead, we should see the old pine tree struck by lightning. And on our right, if we listen hard, we should hear the gurgling water of Flatstone Creek. Can anyone hear it? This is not good enough, team. Not good enough at all. Very well. I'd like you all to give me your phones, please.
What? You can't be serious.
What's the problem?
This is an exercise in bush navigation, not a social networking rally.
What if we fall behind and get lost? How will we call for help?
If you keep up, you won't get lost.
I'll die without my phone.
Yeah, we need them.
Me too.
Look, as a gesture of solidarity, I too will give up my phone. Not only that, I'll leave the backpack here. We collect it on our return.
That's my phone.
Whoa. Whoever it's for, I'm sure it can't be so important that it can't wait until we return. So, shall we continue?
He's not answering. Why isn't he answering?
Maybe he's riding a surfboard or chasing kangaroos.
Marcus, please, this is important.
Why don't you call Sophie?
Yes, why didn't I think of that?
Well...
Don't even think of answering that.
The Baron won't be back for a few hours, Lili. He's out leading a group on a bushwalk.
What? Daddy can barely find his own way to the bathroom, let alone through a forest. You've got to find him, Sophie.
What's the problem?
Today is the day that Daddy must report to the police station. I just know he'll forget.
Right. Leave it with me.
Thank you, Sophie. Bye.
So which track do we take, Baron?
Which track?
Stringy Bark? Scribbly gum?
Silky oak?
It's definitely one of them.
If you give me your phone, I'll store the name so you won't forget it.
As a gesture of solidarity, I too will give up my phone.
Which way, Baron?
Actually, we don't go by the track names. That's much too easy.
I like easy.
Well, I'm afraid you're with the wrong man. Von Hasenburg never cheats. Look at your lists, everyone. What's the next navigation point?
Tumbledown Ridge.
Tumbledown Ridge. Exactly.
So, which way is it?
Well, that looks very much like a ridge to me. And there being no other ridges inside, this is most assuredly Tumbledown Ridge. Therefore, Silky Oak Track is the one for us.
Baron?
Yes?
I think the other landmarks on the list are that way.
What makes you think that?
I knew someone who did this course last year.
This map and that ridge up there are all telling us there's only one logical way to go, right?
But
And when in doubt, we should always do what's logical. Follow me, everyone.
Excuse me, Alan. This bush navigation exercise the Baron's leading, do you think it'll be all right? He's not answering his phone.
The signal's variable out there, all those hills and valleys. He should be back by mid-afternoon.
Oh, that'll be too late by then. He has a very important appointment.
Doctor, dentist.
Police.
I see. OK, take one of the horses. The Baron and his group are on Stringy Bark Track.
Stringy Bark Track, got it.
Can't be too far now.
Excuse me, Baron. I think we've gone past Fig Tree Hill.
This isn't possible. The map says it's still ahead of us.
Actually, I'm 100% sure we've gone past it.
Maps don't lie. You must be confusing it with some other hill.
We passed a hill, and it had a fig tree on top. It looked like Fig Tree Hill to me.
Obviously, there's more than one hill around here with a fig tree on top of it. Let's not get sidetracked by coincidences.
We missed Black Boulder too. We should have seen that by now.
And Stony Creek is to the south of Black Boulder.
Which is way, way back there.
So, what are you saying? That the map is wrong?
No, but no offense, map readers can make mistakes, can't they?
Inexperienced map readers, perhaps. But I was reading maps before you were born, young fellow. Let's just trust the map, and we'll all be fine. Come along, everyone.
I've been all along the track. I can't see any sign of them. Are you sure of the Stringy Bark?
That's the one. Look, it does cross Silky Oak Track at one point, but you'd have to be a complete dill-brain to confuse the two tracks. But mistakes can happen, I suppose.
I'll check it out. Thanks, Alan.
Is anyone else hungry?
I'm starving.
Me too.
What if I told you that there was a takeaway food shop just over the hill there?
Are you serious?
We found it last year when I did this course.
Why didn't you tell us you'd done it?
Didn't want to spoil the fun.
I wondered how you knew where all the landmarks were.
Yeah, look, the track that the Baron's on comes to a dead end. By the time he realizes it and returns, we can hit the shop and be back here to meet him.
What if he gets completely lost? He doesn't have any clue what he's doing.
Okay, you two go with him and we'll bring you back something, all right? Let's go.
I don't understand. This ravine shouldn't be here. We're going to have to turn back, I'm afraid. We've hit an uncharted dead end.
Really?
Where are the others?
Slow?
Turn back, everybody! We'll reconvene back in the clearing. Right then. Follow me, girls.
At about the same time as the Baron was losing his bearings in the Australian bush, back in Germany, I was getting close to losing my sanity.
Now that's what I call service.
Can't you talk to this Philippi guy? Make him see reason?
He's not interested in reason. He just wants the money.
In that case, would you mind if I looked at your contract with him?
Sure, but I can tell you now, you'll just be wasting your time.
What's happened to the others? Girls?
We're
We're not sure.
Did I not say stick together? Honestly, I might as well have been talking to the trees. Aha. Footprints. Teenage footprints, if I'm not mistaken. Please wait here. Do not move from this point. They can't have gone far. I won't be long.
Looks like we've got a runner, Sarge.
It's that German bloke. It's gotta be.
The one that thinks he's a baron.
Yeah, that's him. Probably one of many fake identities.
Well, whoever he is not too bright. You'd have to be pretty clueless to try escaping in that direction.
Never underestimate the criminal mind, Roger.
Well, what's the next move, Sarge?
We'll throw everything we got at him. Dogs, choppers, neighbourhood watch, the lot. If this baron wants to play tough, bring it on.
The contract is very specific.
You mean it specifically says the band is doomed and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it?
If I was a pessimist, I'd say that, yes.
Okay, so what's the optimistic reading?
The contract specifies that Nasenburg has to deliver Philip 3 albums of music.
That's optimistic? 3 albums?
It doesn't specify good music.
Marcus, you sneaky little genius.
Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, this is a fine state of affairs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I did not see any cafes on the list of the natural landmarks we were supposed to follow.
Sorry, Baron. We were starving.
We're starving too.
Well, seeing that we're all here, I suppose a short refreshment break won't do any harm. What is a dim sim?
He was supposed to stay within the holiday camp and surrounding national park. He's obviously making a break for it, so put out an all points alert.
Sarge, it's worse than we thought. He's holed up in a cafe out there with a bunch of teenagers.
Hostages.
Looks like it.
We're gonna need backup. Notify the army as well. This is huge.
Okay, so all we have to do is record 3 albums of bad music, and we're out of the contract?
That's it. It's Marcus's idea. Isn't it great?
Hold on.
What?
Well, recording bad music isn't exactly easy. Well, not for a man of my talent. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Marcus says we wouldn't be the first to do it. He says there's a long history of ripped-off bands making contractual obligation albums.
What about our musical credibility? I mean, won't recording 3 albums of rubbish just trash our reputation?
Got it.
Well?
We change our name. So Nasenburg records 3 bad albums and then disappears. And then we go on playing under a different name. Who's to know?
That sounds way too easy.
Lucy, easy is good.
Yeah, but Philly B's not dumb. He'll have this loophole covered somehow.
What is the worst thing that could happen?
Philly B sues the pants off us?
What would be the point? None of us have any money anyway.
Exactly.
So, do we cross fingers and record bad music?
I'm in.
Me too. Lucy?
Who am I to argue? Okay. Bad music it is.
It's too quiet, Sarge. No sign of suspect or hostages.
Sounds like he's digging in.
What about we storm the cafe? Take him by surprise.
No way. This guy's on Interpol's hit list. He's a master criminal.
Time to hit the road. Or hit the bush track, should I say. We'll head back to the track and then look for the landmark from there.
We have movement. I think he's coming out.
Just sit tight and wait for backup. Constable, can you hear me?
I think I'm clear now about where this...
Philip von Hassenberg, I'm placing you under arrest. You are not obliged to say anything, and anything you do say...
Awesome.
Oh, what's he done?
What?
Must be seriously big.
And we thought he was a whim. Did you really think you'd get away with taking juvenile hostages?
Hostages? What are you talking about?
Baron, what's happening? Why are you under arrest?
I'm sure it's all a mistake, Sophie. Can you ask Alan to meet me at the police station?
Of course, but...
Would you mind taking the group back to camp?
While Philip was being arrested for an alleged crime, Jack, Lucy and I were committing a real crime. A crime against music. During a marathon session, we recorded some of the worst music ever to be composed.
Text me, send me a text or tweet.
Maybe composed is the wrong word. Mangled might be better.
Let me know that you love.
Actually, murdered would be best of all. Well, what do you think?
It's bad.
Yeah, but is it bad enough?
Oh, trust me, it is.
So, when do we front Philly B with it?
What's wrong with right now?
That's easy for you to say. You're in Germany.
But I'll be with you in spirit.
Oh, good. That makes me feel so much better.
Look, guys, I know it's tough, but do we want our lives back or not?
We want our lives back.
Where exactly were you heading, Hassenberg?
It is von Hasenburg. Baron von Hasenburg.
All right, Baron. So where was it? Back to Germany, maybe?
Truthfully, I don't know. I was lost.
Lost? You were found with a highly detailed map in your possession.
I was following Silky Oak Track when it should have been Streaky Bark Track, or perhaps Scribbly Gum Track. The name is stolen on my phone.
Where is this mysterious phone of yours?
I left it in a tree.
You left it in a tree?
With all the other phones.
Oh, how convenient. With no phones, none of the hostages could communicate with anyone. They'd be completely at your mercy, right?
They weren't hostages. They were a group from the camp that I was leading on a bushwalk. Alan will confirm it.
Where is Alan?
He's out on the lake with a canoe group. Not back for another hour yet.
What about the Kosboris?
The Kosboris?
Your partners in money laundering. Waiting to spirit you out of the country, were they? Where the long arm of the Australian law couldn't possibly reach you. Says here you're from Lower Saxony.
Yes?
You wouldn't happen to be familiar with a town called Schleppenberg, would you?
Schleppenberg?
So maybe I should text you, send you a text or tweet you, send you a tweet or blog you to let you know that I love you, I really love you. Then maybe you would text me, send me a text.
Most amusing. I really admire your sense of humour. So, when are you going to send me the real track?
Oh, this is the real track.
Yeah, we've had a change of musical direction.
That was the worst load of rubbish I've ever heard. It's worse than the worst load of rubbish I've ever heard.
No, it takes some time to get used to it.
Yeah, we're really passionate about our new musical direction.
OK, stop right there. I'm shocked. I really am. I know exactly what you're doing, and it's highly unethical.
Like selling our songs to advertise dog food.
That was a necessary commercial decision, an investment in your futures.
Yeah, and so is our new musical direction.
Which we really love.
Yeah, and we can't see ourselves playing anything else, ever.
Right. Out.
So, we fulfilled our contractual obligation?
Whatever. I'm done with Nassenberg, and you lot are finished in this industry, OK? I'll make sure of it. Out. Out!
Your nephew plays for Schleppenburg United?
Centre back. Doing pretty well, too.
He's not Shane Schäfer.
That's him. Shane Schäfer. My brother's kid.
What? He is a hero! He scored the winning goal last week against Boffenschlager.
I saw it. I get DVDs of all the games.
You might be interested to see this, Sergeant.
You're a member.
A live member.
Amazing. Now listen, Philip, about this alleged breach of bail. I'm sure that as one Schleppenberg supporter to another, we can work this out.
Yes, great work, guys. So we're out of Philly B's clutches?
Yep, he absolutely hated the music.
So that's the good news, I guess. Bad news is he still owns all the music we've done up until now, right?
Right.
So that means we're right back to square one.
There's no problemo. All we need now is a new name. Yeah, easy peasy. Ooh, how about easy peasy? Or no problemo.
Jack! So, one door closes and hopefully another one will open. It's kind of scary, really, but it's also kind of exciting. Now we just have to make it work.
Barry, I can't thank you enough for your kindness.
Oh, pleasure, Phil. So you'll report in each Wednesday evening, then?
I'll be there.
Excellent. Coffee, strudel, and a Schleppenberg match on DVD.
The perfect way to spend an evening.
Everything all right, Baron? No trouble, I hope?
None whatsoever, Alan. The day has come to a perfect end.
And the kids?
Kids?
Your bushwalking group?
Ah, yes, them.
All back safely, I hope?
To tell you the truth, Alan... To tell you the truth, here they are now. Well done, Sophie. Thank you so much for your assistance.
And you, Baron? Everything okay with the police?
Well, a little misunderstanding. Nothing to worry about. Well, must go and clean up for dinner. All this fresh air and exercise makes a man very hungry.
And so the week from hell came and went, and somehow we'd all survived. We were especially happy for the Baron. After all, anyone who supports a team called Schleppenberg United deserves all the breaks they can get.